tout le monde, j'ai l'honneur d'être invité par Arthur, un ferriste Letton qui vit à Londres depuis un certain nombre d'années. Il va se présenter tout seul, je vais lui poser un certain nombre de questions. Arthur, can you introduce yourself please for French subscribers and arm wrestlers?
Hi, my name is Artur Dorohoff. I was born in Latvia, 1975. Currently living in England.
How did you discover arm wrestling?
When I was 6 years old, in my primary school, I was the strongest boy in the class. I beat everybody in my class, and even 1 year older guys. The only one guy I couldn't beat. So from the age 6, I was doing arm wrestling. So I've been arm wrestle with my uncle, and later on I was joined the Latvian Arm Wrestling Federation.
When did you start arm wrestling? I mean, when did you start practicing seriously arm wrestling?
When I was 21 years old, I start arm wrestle with the Latvian arm wrestlers in Riga.
Why did you start practicing arm wrestling?
It's a very good question. I always, since I was a little boy, I love it. I love to arm wrestle.
Arthur, do you have arm wrestler that inspire you or motivate you? Maybe John Brzenko, I don't know.
Alexei Voivoda, John Brzenko, of course. Who else? If you top names in the world, yeah. Of course.
Few nice ones, yeah. When did you start to have good results?
It was maybe 2001. I start to take #1 in England, British National Arm Wars. Yeah, 2000, 2001.
Okay. So in your opinion, what are your biggest achievements?
I'm seven times #1 in 85 kilogram British champion, British National. Nice. Many times just on normal competition in Britain. A few times, 3-4 times Arm Wars, 85 kilogram #1. Mostly right arm. Left arm is not so strong as the right. A couple times in Latvia #1, Latvian national champion as well.
Strong guy, guys. So, what is your biggest win?
The biggest win is a few famous guys like Andreas Rumström, Sharon Rames, Gerard Pascal, and many more, maybe not well-known people.
Nice, Gerard Pascal, nice. Arthur, how many competitions a year did you do normally?
Okay, I used to do from 6 to 10 competition a year in England. It's a small competition and maybe one competition like Arm Wars International.
So average one per month.
Yes, yes, yes. Maybe once or twice a year I did international.
Okay.
France, Belgium, Germany, Latvia, Sweden.
Nice, nice. In your opinion, what is how many competitions arm wrestler or a beginner have to do per year or per month to have a good results? In your opinion, 1 per month, 2? What do you think?
My opinion, if you began arm wrestling, if you're new to the sport, my advice to do as many as possible. So if you can do 10, it's give you good experience and confidence.
Okay. Who would like you to fight in the future?
I will say a little bit different. I would like to fight myself, because the biggest enemy or competitor, it's yourself.
Yeah, right.
Because this is self-discipline. You need to be good on all levels: food or nutrition, rest, training, and focusing, to force yourself to be good sportsman. The question you ask me, many top level arm wrestlers in my weight category. My body weight is 85, so it could be Gerard Pascal, very well known in the world of arm wrestling guy. I met him many times. We always fighting. He's stronger than me, but maybe I beat him one day. I managed once to beat him, but it was Arm Wars.
Yeah,
it could be a lot of interesting guys. I open to all strong guys to meet. Even difficult to say who exactly.
Yeah, Gerard Pascal is. We know him very well in France. He's really strong guy, really experienced. Yeah. But I have a question. In France, we have a new organization, new competitions of Vendetta. First edition will be 25 July of this year. So if the organizers invite you to fight a strong French guy in your weight category, what do you think? It will be a good idea for you? Are you interested by that stuff?
Yes, I'm always open to all good guys, strong guys, super matches, super fights. I love it because you can show yourself. You can see the difference. It's different format. Super fight 5 or 6 times, yeah. But it will depend of my personal circumstances. If I able to do it, why not? Yes.
Maybe next year the organizers of Alice Arm Wrestling League will invite you. I think you can do a really interesting and good fight against a French champion called Julien Espinos. He trained with Lovey. You know Lovey is a strong guy. So we will see. Maybe that match will happen next year. So Arthur, how do you train? How do you organize your trainings?
Normally, because I'm working, I training twice a week. My training is about 3.5–4 hours. One training I could do fingers, wrist, forearm. Another one training could be biceps, triceps, road climbing, table work, mixing with it, side pressure. What else? It's a lot of exercise for the arm wrestling. I mentioned now the basic one: the fingers, wrist, forearm, biceps, back, a little bit chest. Table work is very important as well.
So you do mostly specialized exercises for arm wrestling?
Yes, all the exercises are specific. If you go to the gymnasium and when you look, when the guys looking at you, they're thinking, what the hell are they doing? Arm wrestling exercise is a specific exercise.
How often do you recommend doing sparrings, table work in arm wrestling? Do you think it's important for arm wrestling?
It's of course it's very important, but it depends, in my opinion, it depends where you are. It depends how close competition. It's my opinion, yeah. I still think the weightlifting it's very important, but table work before competition, which is develop stamina, which is very important for the competition. It's let's say you're doing 1 month weightlifting and doing 2-3 table work trainings.
Because you know, in France, a lot of guys, they practice arm wrestling on the table like one times per week or 1 times every 2 weeks. What do you think, is good or not, or in your opinion is better to do 1 month pure gym works and after do 2, 3, 4 times in a month do arm wrestling on the table?
I know a lot of well-known famous arm wrestlers. They only do the table work, even almost never touch the metal, yeah, weights.
Okay.
It's all about, I think, the method of the training. Some people love to do the weights and the table work. Some people doing only table works. I think is both training is good, mixing weights and of course table work. Let's say you're a new guy, you need to learn to practice a new technique. You need 100% table work. And of course, as all of us, we have a weak places of our body. So it's very good to build up wrist, fingers, wherever is weak. So it's like homework. Homework is weights, I call homework.
Okay, so if I understand well, you do gym trainings 1 month, 3 months, and before when you have a competition 1 month, 2 months, 3 months before, you do only arm wrestling on the table.
I do, it depends how big competition. It could be program. So let's say I would do 80% of my term length weights, and time coming to competition I will start to do more and more often table work to build up the stamina.
Okay. How do you think arm wrestling sparring should go?
Of course, it's should be good warm up.
Okay.
As many as possible different arms, big, small, weak, strong.
Yes.
Sometimes it's always, of course, it's good if you have some experienced guys, so they are not harming you. They are
yeah,
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 good to follow with the strong experienced guys.
yeah, because some guy came.
Sometimes novices want to show how strong they are, and they don't understand what they're doing sometimes, and they sometimes can give you injury.
Yeah, when you have when a guy is weaker than you, you have to explain him, look after him, be careful of him, because some guys you have, they came to do sparring, they try to kill you.
Exactly. Nobody like injuries, so we have to be strong and safe.
Yeah, so do sparring and be clever. We can imagine that a young guy, a beginner, start to practicing arm wrestling with you. In your opinion, will you let him start sparrings directly, or will you wait that his joints, your body became maybe more stronger? What is your opinion? Because some guys, I'm sure some trainers will let the beginner start practicing sparrings, practicing arm wrestling on the table after first week. Some guys will let them practicing arm wrestling on the table only after few months. What is your opinion?
If it's a really new guy without any other sport backgrounds, probably about 6 months. If this guy from some strength background sports come, like powerlifting, maybe judo or any other serious strength sports, came maybe 2-3 months, I would say 2 months. When in my little club coming new guys, I always the first thing what I do, we starting slowly arm wrestle, so we can discover how strong he is and what is the weakest point on his body.
Okay.
So if he, for example, very strong on the top row, I will recommend this guy to reinforce or continue to build up this technique. If he have strong biceps, so we don't need to invent something new. So if he's strong naturally biceps, so it probably will be more successful in the hook. So after that, of course, we will continue every training to do the weights, and maybe mixing a little bit without maybe 50% of the strength. We will learn the moves, because I can see a little bit more or know a little bit more than new guy, and I can show him direction where I need to build up the right move for his technique. And after slowly little bit training on the table, weights, but weights will be, for in my opinion, most of the training.
Arthur, what advice will you give to someone starting arm wrestling?
The first thing, of course, you have to work hard, but please don't take very heavy weights in the beginning. Work out what is your maximum and maybe drop 30% and work with these weights, and every second training gain a little bit more weight. This gives you the safe and long run for arm wrestling. Also, this is reinforce your joints, ligaments. Of course, table work practicing will give you good, and also don't forget about the competition giving you a good experience, which very important.
Yeah, to add, I will say, guys, be patient, like Arthur said, work hard, be patient, the result will come with the time.
Yes.
So as you know, many beginners are afraid of pains on joints after arm wrestling matches. What advice would you give to them?
I think all the arm wrestlers in the beginning had this pain. It will go away eventually after some time. I think in the beginning, don't, as I mentioned before, don't train too hard. Don't overload yourself. Do the exercise step by step. Don't do too much table work or too hard, and it will come.
Arthur, I know that you stopped your arm wrestling career for a few years. Regarding to your return, are you motivated?
Yes, I stopped my sport for a few years, and I think be careful, guys. If you join this sport, if you've done a few good years, it's very, very difficult to stop this sport. So this is like sect, yeah? So you are in a sect. And yes, I always love arm wrestling. I need only to watch a few videos and I'm coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm motivated.
What are your future plans and goals? I mean, in arm wrestling.
My friend always advised me to go seniors, worlds or European, to participate. I'm over 45 already. And the second goal is I have a little son, 4 years old. I hope he will do arm wrestling to train. So my goal is to train him.
Maybe a future champion.
Possibly.
I hope, we hope. Arthur, do you want to add something or say something to French arm wrestlers?
Yes, train safe and be strong.
Merci beaucoup, Arthur.
De rien.
Cette vidéo interview de Arthur Dorohoff est maintenant terminée. J'espère que cette vidéo vous a plu. Si vous voulez d'autres vidéos de ce genre, faites-le moi savoir en commentaire. N'hésitez pas à vous abonner et à liker. Et surtout les gars, n'oubliez pas, la détermination paye. Force et honneur.